Summary of Transcend, by Scott Barry Kaufman. If you have ever had even the slightest bit of interest in psychology, you must have heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You have most likely seen the pyramid, that represents the needs of people from basic to the most advanced. The most basic need of humans is safety, represented by the bottom division of the pyramid. The most advanced need is self-actualization, represented by the topmost portion of the pyramid. Humans advance through all the levels of the pyramid, much like in a video game. Once they overcome a level, they don't need to go back to it. Safety is the most basic of our needs. Safety means stability, and trust in the environment, which allows us to explore the world around us. Safety is ultimately based on how we relate to people. One of the ways we relate to people is called attachment, and much of it is developed in our childhood years. If we are made to feel secure and safe in our infant years, we will be willing to explore the world around us. We will develop an attachment style that is secure, and we will be able to bond well with people. If we grow up feeling unsafe, we will develop an anxious personality. We will develop avoidant attachment. The good thing about this is, we can always mold our attachment style in adulthood. This happens through positive experiences. Human beings have an inherent need for connection. Connection means close-knit relationships and intimacy. It has been shown that people who experience good social connections remain happier than people who don't. Research has also shown that emotional pain from experiencing rejection socially is indistinguishable from physical pain. A healthy self-esteem is essential for us to feel good about ourselves. It should not be confused with self-regard or ego. Self-esteem comes from self-worth and mastery. Self-worth refers to the image you hold of yourself. Do you think you're basically a really good person? If that is so, your self-regard is probably in the right ballpark. Self-regard also comes from being socially acceptable and respected. Mastery means your ability to act with intention, achieve goals, and exercise your will. This also partly depends on people's view about you. The author talks about how exploration is important for leading a fulfilled life. Exploration helps you develop as a person. Exploration has two parts: behavioral exploration and cognitive exploration. Behavioral exploration is further divided into social exploration and adventure seeking. Social exploration makes us seek out people to make friends and develop new relationships. It is about engaging socially and learning about different people. Adventure seeking is present in people who have a desire to face obstacles and overcome them. Many people would feel overwhelmed if they were asked to climb a mountain. Adventure seekers overcome such fears and develop resilience as a result of this. Cognitive exploration can be divided into two parts. The first is openness to experience. This involves enjoying and appreciating beauty and getting absorbed in artistic pursuits. The second part is intellectual. This is a desire to understand the world through rational and logical thought, and the will to discover new ideas and learn new skills. The author differentiates between deficiency love, or D-love, and love not based on deficiency, called B-love. D-love is love that a person wants to receive for himself, and feels discontent if he does not get it. B-love is when a person thinks of love as something to be given. People who experience B-love are content with themselves, and focus on admiring others rather than looking at their faults. Maslow also stresses on the importance of having a purpose in life. Purpose is what makes every action you take meaningful. If you don't have a purpose, you'll most probably lack the drive to take action when needed. Finding your purpose in life can make a huge difference in your character as well, since purpose-driven individuals are highly motivated. Peak experiences are experiences of heightened beauty, joy and full of wonder. Probably something like seeing the Grand Canyon stretching out in front of you. Such experiences instill a sense of purpose in us, and have a role in making our social relationships more loving and open. They also reduce out fear of death, and enhance our overall personal growth. Peak experiences are quite high on the pyramid, but then comes transcendence. Transcendence cannot be achieved once and for all. It is rather an ideal that we have to strive for on a continuous basis. People can describe it in various ways, from loss of self-consciousness to experience of cosmic consciousness. Probably, a more apt description would be to being the best version of yourself, and utilizing all your resources and energy towards fulfilling your purpose in life, while at the same time making things better for the whole world.